I ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay up. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay up. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me.
Yeah, I've been on the road chill. 31, baby, living out my dream still. I just got off a tour, the product in store I'm playing. I'll be rocking with the guy in the horse, yeah. You just hopped in the coupe, got lock in the shoes. I worship his Zeus, you knocking the shoot. I'm watching you do the cam base where I'm blocking these fools. I got studio time, I got my watch in the booth, yeah. They be praying on my downfall. I'm an outlaw, switching full seven stances like Southpaw. How come your mouth off when y'all soft? No, you see me on the trampoline, about to bounce off, yeah. It's a matter of time. I know you see me standing in the front, back in the line. I happen to grind every minute, passing the time. We ain't never been friends. How you acting like mine? Y'all need contentment. Y'all got resentment. God's grace lead to repentance. You live for mentions that make me question how you gonna handle a gift if you don't know how to steward a blessing. You can't do it. You don't want a dream chase. You don't put your hands to it. You know the circle strong. 4th and 40 got a pun. No, I don't do what I want. I do it for the kingdom come. I ain't know that I was flowing. I ain't showing sign of slowing. I am going for the juggler, mate. The one to debate. But you seem to want it for free. I ain't doing video unless I'm gonna get paid. Yeah, I've been working on a gift. I ain't doing free shows. You can call me here again. You can call me what you want. It's really absurd. Just because you're the church doesn't really mean you don't have to pay me what I am worth. Woo.
I ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay up. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay up. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleepy, and that's when you really gon' need me.
Ayo, Jay.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shield my greed. That's how I get it, success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. Down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect, let them watch me. Elevating, got them nauseous. Cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the housing. Woo! Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Woo! Watch out, set it up. Bet you I shut it down. Watch out, get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner. Got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the winner about the cage. I need all the wins. Yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits. Yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah. Better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
Ayo, Jay. Can we get some ratchet?
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy. On the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. That's 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single weekday right here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. What is going on, Mafia? We got an amazing show for you guys tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin as we have gotten a little bit of a push to the upside. Are we going for that 46K price target that we've been keeping our eye on for quite some time here on the channel? Are we on our way to that level, or are we simply going to reject from where we are right now? So, guys, obviously, we've seen Bitcoin kind of go sideways for a little while here, I guess since about the 6th of December. We've basically just been going sideways, right? Got a little move to the downside, little move to the upside. We're kind of just bing-bonging around, and obviously we have those higher targets that we've been looking at for quite some time. So this might be a little bit of a short stream. I'm not lying, or maybe we'll just spend a little bit more time on the altcoins because, to be honest with you guys, there's some really, really interesting stuff going on with Solana, and if you watch the live stream, I think you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, but there are some interesting stuff, some interesting stuff popping up on Solana. I want to talk about it. Are we potentially on our way to that $100 Solana target that we've been looking at for some time on this channel? We're going to be breaking down Solana, but again, Bitcoin kind of going sideways. I'm going to run you guys through my plan. Not really that much different than yesterday. So we'll go through that. I'll show you guys the key levels, kind of what I'm expecting. As you guys know, we do have a little bit of liquidity sitting just above our current highs right now. So we could potentially shoot through that level into a very, very strong level of resistance. And we're going to break all that down for you. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure. More spins, more wins. And guys, it's the holidays. It's the holidays, guys. So I'm just saying, if we start hitting some like goals, we hit that $550 like goal, we may be looking to give a little bit away for the holidays. Maybe we'll beef up those giveaways. 550 likes is that like goal tonight, guys. If we get it, I don't know what we'll add, but it is the giving season, right? So we may just go. We are the giving channel, right? So we may just add some pretty saucy giveaways to this week's giveaway. Also, we may be giving away some limited edition colorways of the Frankie Candles hats. Shout out to the female CandleMafia out there. We got the pink one finally, and then we got Dave Digital's actual hat here that we have to send out to him pretty soon. I should probably give this back to Tony D, but we had to use it as an example, Dave. But shout out to Dave. Maybe I'll, I don't know. I kind of want to leave you a note in here or something, Dave. I just feel like I'm holding your stuff in my hand. You're going to hold this in real life one day. But guys, so smash that like button. 550 likes. We'll spin the wheel 20 times, and then maybe we'll just add some giveaways. Maybe we'll give away some premium Discord memberships. Maybe we'll give away some higher amounts of crypto. Maybe we'll give like a couple $100 bags of Cardano away. We're definitely gonna be doing some good giveaways. And just before we jump into chat, guys, and say what's up to the Candle Mafia, and then jump on into the charts, I do just want to let you guys know I will be traveling on Friday to go to see my nephew and my sister and all them for Christmas. But I will be traveling on Friday, so probably not going to be a live stream. I think I will be on the road. So yeah, Friday might be a little bit of a weird day, but if anything exciting happens, you guys know I am no stranger to doing phone-recorded videos and looking at TradingView on a phone and putting it out on YouTube to keep the Candle Mafia updated. But just be on the lookout, or don't be on the lookout, because there's probably not going to be a stream. But we'll do the giveaways on tomorrow's live stream. So with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and somebody kick Johnny Jackhammer out of the chat. I'm just kidding. We love Johnny Jackhammer. Shout out to you, bro. He's just making jokes. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. Shout out to Johnny. But let's say what's up to the Candle Mafia and then jump into this saucy price action. And again, guys, let's take a look at that Solana, baby. But shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob, Crypto Billy, Chemistry Bro, Crypto Anon, D Petty Crypto, Captain Kirk. You guys know who those mods are. Tyler Durden. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I was texting him earlier. But yeah, shout out to them, guys. Show them some love in the chat. They help me out endlessly with this YouTube channel. And we could not be doing this without them. And shout out to any of the mods out there. I don't know if you guys have word of this. I know Tyler already knows about this, I believe. But Santa candles may be knocking on your door soon. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, show them some love in the chat, guys. Who else we got in here? We got Incognito. What is going on, bro? We got All Set in the chat. Said love it. Well, I don't know if he's talking about me or crypto or what, but we love you back, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to Incognito. We got Ken Saunders in the chat. Says, let's FFF in go. Shout out to you, bro. LFG. Let's see. We got French Toaster in the chat. Dave Digital, as always. What is going on? Great to see you in here, bro. We got Melissa in the chat. Said, need that pink hat. Shout out to Melissa with the black mesh back. I mean, these are nice. Low-key might be bringing this one to my sister, but these will be on the site, guys, very, very soon. I believe in the beginning of January, these new colors will be available in limited quantities, except for I think the pink is staying for the female Candle Mafia. Shout out to Jessica and Hannah and Melissa and Tessa and all the female Candle Mafia members. Shout out to you guys. We also got... Jimmy Jones, not to be confused with Jim Jones. Shout out to you, bro. But let's see. Jimmy says he can only like the video one time, so help him out and smash that like button. Just make sure you hit it in an odd amount of times. We got Servando Estrada in the chat. Said, Frankie Claus, where's my hat, bro? Hey, maybe we will do that. We'll do like a cross-country trip where I just knock on doors and give away Frankie Candles hats. Shout out to Servando Estrada. Thank you for being here, bro. We got the Godfather in chat, guys. Do not disrespect the Godfather in the chat. Show him some love. We got Alexandra in the chat. He says, altcoins going insanely up from now on. Shout out to Alexander. I hope so. Solana may be on the way to that $100 mark. But with all that being said, guys, we said what's up to the Mafia. We got some stuff to not only look at on Bitcoin, but also those altcoins. So let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Let's get it. So here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin chart. The same Bitcoin chart we've been looking at for weeks now, and we are just kind of bing-bonging back and forth, right? So I'm probably going to fly through the Bitcoin TA just a little bit, guys, and again, I'm not saying it's going to be a short stream, but if we can end a little bit early, I probably am going to do as these holidays are approaching, and I barely ever have any time to buy stuff. Got some Christmas shopping done last night, thank God. We kind of did a short stream, I think. Probably not. But we're going to get through Bitcoin at least pretty quickly. Then we'll take a look at the altcoins. Then maybe we'll hop out a little bit early so I can... go spend some more of these gains. But let's go ahead and check this out, guys. Obviously, we've gotten this move up, kind of just consolidating here. And for anybody who has not really been keeping up with anything, simply put, you know, I don't want to spend too much time on this because we talk about this every day. Simply put, our blueprint or foundation of kind of what we're looking at in the markets here are going to, this is basically still our footprint, right? Like we're just looking to hold support above the value area low, which we've done. We've gotten over that POC, and we are now potentially going for some higher targets, eventually and potentially, hopefully, ending up at that 48 to 50K golden pocket value area high confluence sitting right here at the top of the range, right? I'm not even doing this on purpose. But yeah, sitting right up here at the top of the range. So we are, and remember, guys, what have we been looking at on the channel anticipating a potential push to the upside? Well, we had that daily green dot that was printing yesterday, which has now since confirmed. And what happened, right? We got this move to the upside, and we're going to dig into these local levels in just a second. But I do just want to point out, this is still our blueprint, still looking at the same targets. And on top of that, we do have a red dot on the weekly. Now, this is not confirmed, and you guys know if the red dot is not confirmed, it can disappear if we get a big move, right? So if that green dot on the daily winds up giving us a bigger push to the upside here, this weekly red dot could easily disappear, right? But what this is basically letting me know is not only are we overbought here on the weekly, right, but we also have the red dot. And even if we get a push up and it disappears and we hit these key levels of resistance, even if it disappears, it's likely to come back very soon, right? So this is just letting us know that we may be running out of steam, at least on this gigantic leg to the upside. It does not mean that we can't continue to higher prices. It just means that we may want to pull back before that happens, right? And we'll dig a little bit more, a little bit deeper into that in a minute. But the red dot is there on the weekly, showing a potential sign of weakness. It's also on the 6-day, and then your 5-day, your 4-day, your 2-day, and your 3-day red dots are confirmed. And even your 2-day here, guys, is looking to potentially print a green dot. So as you guys know, yesterday we were looking at that daily green dot to anticipate this move to the upside, potentially targeting some very specific areas. Now, area number 1 or level number 1 is going to be right here at about $46,000, where we have our next naked point of control. Now, this is, and we are looking for something very specific when we get up to this level, if we get up to the level. I'll come back to the super chats in just a second. But I just see Dave Digital, and I just see like cry laughing faces. So I'll get back to that in a second, Dave. But if we do get that push up, if that daily gives us the move up, if this 2-day green dot prints, we could expect a potential push into this next level, sitting at $45,974. And then if we get above that, the next major level of resistance is basically that final and golden target of that 48 to 50K golden pocket value area high confluence. So all this is stuff we've been looking at all week. So I don't want to spend too much time on that, guys. But simply put, like these are kind of weird live streams, right? Because we talk about something the day before, and I'm not saying this to say, look, we were right. We're wrong sometimes as well. Like, we just simply were looking for a potential push to the upside, and today we're just seeing what we were looking for yesterday, right? And again, this doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes we look for something and we see the opposite thing happen the next day, right? And that doesn't mean that we were, oh my God, we're bad because we were wrong. It just means that sometimes the market doesn't do what it looks like it's going to do. And that's simply just a reality of trading, right? Or just looking at any kind of chart. So with that being said, this daily green dot and that 2-day green dot the 2-day green dot at this point is probably going to be that next signal I'm looking at, very similar to what we were looking at back here for a potential push back into one of these key levels. Now, again, we don't know if we're going to get a pullback from here or if we're finally going to see a big correction at this golden pocket, or, it's technically possible to just get a pullback from here. But it does look like we could go for these higher prices, not only based off of Market Cipher or Market Cipher B, which it definitely is starting to look like we could get that, but we also understand that we have a lot of liquidity sitting above the previous highs, right? So let me pull this up. This is near protocol. This is not what we want to look at. We will talk about near protocol. We did get into I am in a short on near right now, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's pull up good old Bitcoin, pull up the 1-month heat map. Where is it? Bada boom. And let's go ahead and run it. Shout out to Darren Does Things, said smash out the likes. Let's bankrupt Frankie in the spirit of Christmas. I could get behind that. Make me spend all my money on you guys. Smash that like button. And yeah, we'll do a pretty cool giveaway. We'll spin the wheel a bunch of times, but either way, I will add some cool stuff to the giveaways, whether it's hats, crypto, whatever it is. Like I said, Discord memberships maybe. We'll figure out what to do. But let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on. All right, so take a look at this heat map, guys. Obviously, we can see here that we have this block of liquidation sitting just above these previous highs, starting off at about 44,800 all the way up to about 45,900. So obviously, this is one of the reasons we were looking for this move up yesterday was because we knew that we had a lot of liquidity up here, and we talked about how liquidity acts as a magnet for price, right? And I'm not going to go into the super detailed explanation of how we look at this because, again, we talked about it yesterday, but this could potentially attract price to these levels, and then once we hit these levels, it could cause a cascade of liquidations, causing a pretty quick pump through this area. And why is that interesting? Well, it's interesting because those liquidations actually sit right between these highs and that $46,000 MPOC, right? So if I pull this back up real quick, you can see between 44.8 and about 45.9, just at about $46,000 is where that liquidity would be taken, right? So if we come up here and stop out and liquidate all these people, we would be running into some serious resistance, being that naked point of control. Now, this is kind of the plan that we were talking about yesterday, saying, hey, if we do wind up getting the bigger move up and we come into one of these levels, we will then be putting higher highs in on our price action. And this daily, quite frankly, no pun intended, does look like it could wind up giving us a daily bearish divergence, which would be a bigger sign of weakness and a strong signal to be looking for a potential short position. Now, the only difference, in my opinion, based off my trading plan, the only difference in my plan at this level or this level is I will be looking at shorts at both levels, right? And if we come up to the 46K MPOC, I may be treating this like I've been treating all of our shorts on the way up, right? Now, obviously, I am in long positions from pretty low, basically down here on this little pullback right here, I believe is where I entered. So I am still holding this long as well as some other longs on personal accounts. However, if we do wind up coming up, just like we were treating all of these shorts on the way up that we've been taking in the premium Discord, little scalp short here, little scalp short here. I don't know if we took all these exact shorts, but, treating all these shorts as scalp positions, almost expecting them to get taken out and stopped out before making new highs, right? And again, you saw the thumbnail is, are we going to see new 2023 highs, which simply we almost did do today, right? But if we break these highs, we will have new yearly highs. So, again, if we pull up here, we're looking for that potential daily bearish divergence. And same thing, even if we wind up, getting a little rejection here and shooting up towards this golden pocket value area high, we will also be looking for the same thing, right? The daily bear div. We don't know if we're going to come down from this just yet, but this is kind of what I'm looking for, right? Higher highs on the price action as our momentum waves on the higher daily time frames or just daily time frames in general are making lower highs. You may even be able to put in another drive of bearish divergence on your 2-day, right? You guys can see we have a pretty nasty bear div here on the 2-day. This is why I was short from this wick high up here before we got the pullback. So looking for something very similar that we were looking for this short. And again, if we come up to the naked point of control, treating it as a scalp, almost expecting it to get stopped out. And then it's not until, if we can eventually make it up to this golden pocket, I will be treating the short slightly differently up here because I'll be looking at it from more of a swing perspective, right? So I'd be willing to enter a position here on lower leverage, higher capital, and then as price shoots up, if we break that golden pocket, I would probably be looking to add to that position, add to that position, add to that position. And then once we get over that 786, that is probably where, I'd be like, hey, let's cut our losses and look for higher prices, right? So that's how I'm handling things moving forward, guys. But now let's go ahead and jump into the more local analysis here on the lower time frame. So let me go ahead and hide these next targets, and we will go ahead and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hide that macro range as well just to kind of clear up the chart. What is showing right now? Okay. So let me I will hide all of this, right? Okay. So take a look at the local price action. Obviously, we are within our volume profile, and you could kind of pull this two ways. You could pull it like this. You could even, I would even pull it from back here as well. And then, so this is essentially the range that we're looking at, right? Now, obviously, we talked about this yesterday. We are, or were in a swing long position from... Bear with me. We are in a swing, not a swing long, a scalp long position. Might turn into a swing, honestly. From this 786 in the premium Discord, we went over this trade yesterday. I believe we broke down why we entered the trade. We did a little bit of a trade breakdown yesterday showing you guys. Someone asked me a question like, hey, when price deviates from the volume profiles, how do you find out the confirmations to look to go long? And we covered some of them on a basic level, right? So we are, I actually wound up accidentally taking my full TP at this high here. I meant to take a partial take profit, but as you guys know, I am trading on, I don't think I have it pulled up right now. Do I have it open? I am in some trades on Zeta, which is, we showed this the other day. It's broken. There we go. This is they're doing an airdrop, guys. This is a decentralized futures trading platform. They're doing an airdrop. You got to run a certain amount of trading volume through here to qualify for the airdrop. So I am just trying to run up this small account, trying to build up some trading volume so I could try to get this airdrop. But I accidentally took a full TP because I wasn't familiar with the platform. But I also did take that long on Ethereum as well with very, very small money. Again, I'm just trying to get some trading activity going on this. But So I am still technically in this on Ethereum, but I got stopped out on Bitcoin, unfortunately. But it was still a setup we put in the Discord, and it is playing out very nicely. And you could see the like when we were breaking down that trade yesterday, guys, we were talking about how when you deviate below your volume profile, this is typically where you want to look for longs, right? This is oftentimes where many people will come down to support and they'll see price break support and they'll be like, oh my God, FOMO short, FOMO short, FOMO short. And this is why retail gets wrecked most of the time, because they expect as soon as a level is broken that you hop in and you catch that ride. But not the way we trade, right? The way we trade, on this channel and in the premium Discord is we like to wait till you deviate from those value areas, right? So when you deviate below the volume profile, this is an undervalued asset and you are looking for longs as you deviate. So once you break these levels of support, this is where you look for longs, right? You break support, this is where you look for longs. When you break the highs, this is where you look for shorts, right? I am short from up here still. I have not gotten stopped out. Profits locked in, right? If I get stopped out, I'm still making money. But you deviate above the high. This is an overvalued Bitcoin, right? And then you look to short it back into the range to eventually revisit the POC and then eventually the value area low. So, with that being said, that's part of the reason why we were looking for this long down here. And then the thought process is you look to get above the value area low, and then you're looking to go to the POC, and then obviously you came back down to tap the value area low again. But eventually you're expecting to get up to your value area high. And you can see that obviously this played out, right? We got in on the 786, and if I didn't take my full take profit, this would be basically played out in full as far as a volume profile range trade, right? You went from the deviation from the low, found your entry, you flipped the value area low to support, and then you rode up to the POC and the value area high, and then look what happens when you get to that value area high, you start getting the pullback. So, and the reason I bring this up is just because this is like exactly what we were breaking down yesterday, and you would anticipate yesterday, I guess, what time was it yesterday? 7 p.m., right? We were live right about here. You could see that it is indeed more likely than not that you will fill that whole range as long as you hold that value area low as support, right? And again, a lot of people like to go short here. This is where we look for longs. A lot of people like to see this breakout here, and they're like, oh my God, we're breaking out. Go to $1 million, long, 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 right? And then you get sucked back into the range, and they get wrecked. So you're basically counter trading retail is essentially what we're doing, not on purpose. It's not like we're watching what retail does and doing the opposite, but just the way we trade happens to be the opposite of what retail does, which is a good thing, right? Because 90% of retail loses money. So, and then just moving forward here, guys, like simply put, we're looking at the same thing we were looking at yesterday, right? We know we have these highs right here, and we know we have liquidity above, right? All the way up to that $46,000 level. So if I go ahead and mark out 46K, we know we have that MPOC sitting right about, actually, literally right about here, 45,975 is that actual naked point of control. And we know that we have a significant amount of liquidity all the way up into that level, right? So the idea here, if I could pull up the, let me pull up the liquidation, right? So again, liquidity sitting above the highs. Not only is price going to be gravitated towards this potentially, but also we'll shoot through here quickly and go ahead and hit that naked point of control as resistance, which is the next level we're looking to take a short at, right? So, with that being said, let me go ahead and pull up the actual liquidation chart, because for some reason, this just clicks in my brain a little bit better. So maybe it helps you guys out a little bit as well. What was the entry? Shout out to Arizona. Let me see here. Actual entry, I assume you're talking about on that scalp long. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can find that on Zeta. Well, what I could do here is I'll just pull up the Discord real quick. And I'm going to pull up my face cam real quick here, guys, because I don't want to leak any information in the premium. It would not be fair for the people who pay. But I will go ahead and pull the actual setup up here just so you guys can kind of see. It'll give you insight if you're wondering, if you're looking to get into the premium Discord. This will give you insight into like how we actually do it, right? So this entry right here looks like it's at 40,854. So that was the entry. This was the setup, right? Looking to come down into this blue box here, which was the value area low, 786 Fibonacci retracement level. And then in this picture, I'm marking out the 1 hour bullish divergences. But there were a couple other confirmations I was looking for on this trade. And then this was looking to potentially target the highs up here, anticipating price to get gravitated towards the liquidity, right? Remember, shout out to whoever asked this question. This was perfect. So, again, we have that liquidity. I could pull it up here on the actual trading view chart. This is not the heat map, but it basically shows the same thing. So I'm going to hide the low lev, And let's take a look here. Okay, so you can't. Okay, so you do see here, you see the liquidity above these equal highs here. So let me pull up the heat map, actually. This chart just made me a liar. But let's see. Shout out to Arizona, said, nice, you the man, I'm getting premium. Shout out to Arizona. Looking forward to seeing you in there, bro. But just so I could kind of explain to people exactly what we were looking at, right? Like, I want to help everybody. Obviously, we have the premium Discord, which is a paid service, but like, if the more people I can help, the better, right? That's why I like to break down a lot of what we do in the premium after the trades play out or don't play out. I like to spit what we've learned in those trades to you guys for free on the YouTube channel. So again, liquidity sitting between 44.8 and 45.9, about 46K. So again, the reason that down here when we were looking to enter into the long that I was looking to target this area is because I know that price is attracted to the liquidity, right? So in that setup, I was saying, hey, if we go long here, I know that liquidity is sitting above here, and if price is going to be attracted to go grab that liquidity, then chances are price may shoot up here, grab that liquidity. In that case, that would make a very good take profit, right? Because you don't want your take profit to be where price is going to. I like to set my take profits, guys, where price is likely to absolutely shoot through, right? Because I know if we approach this level here and we start breaking it, we're going to likely start liquidating a lot of the shorts up here, which is going to cause price to aggressively shoot up here, right? So like really smashing that take profit if it winds up getting hit. Doesn't mean it's definitely going to get hit, but that's the idea of why I was targeting up here, because I knew we had that chunk of liquidity that price is likely to get attracted to. And what happened? Price is starting to get attracted to it, right? So, just some thought behind why we were in that trade. You also have your money flow coming back up here on the 4 hour. Now, obviously, your VWAP is coming down, so maybe you get a little bit more bing bong action. And remember, just simply put, you came up, tapped your value area high. So it's at this point, you are losing your POC. It's not impossible to come back down and test that value area low again, because remember, when you deviate from the high, you're likely to get sucked back into the range and go back to the low. When you deviate below, you're likely to get sucked back into the range and get sucked towards the POC or the value area high. Here, you did not make it to the high. You just went to the POC. But this time, you deviated, got back above, flipped to support, and now you're at the value area high, right? So not impossible to get a move down here, but I am not necessarily shorting this, right? We did have a short setup in the Discord for this. That trade is in profit right now, but I don't know if I'm banking on this. We're being cautious with this one very specifically, right? Just because money flow's coming up. I'm not like really that hopeful that this is going to yeet right back down to the value area low. I actually think it may be a little bit more likely to put in a little bit of a higher low. Maybe we come down a little bit more, find some support, put in a higher low, and then go for the higher prices, right? Either way, we are extremely well hedged on these trades. So either way it goes, we'll be making money, right? We'll either get stopped out of the short and profit, make more money on the longs, or we'll come down and make more money on the shorts, right? So we're in a very good position. But I did want to just break that down, kind of what we're looking at. And this is in the short term, kind of what I'm looking at, right? Money flow coming up, VWAP coming down. Maybe you get a little bing bong action before another move to the upside, right? And then it wouldn't really be until we start decisively losing this wick at about 40,180 that I would really be looking for more downside on Bitcoin, right? In which case the shorts will play out. We are short from this wick high up here. So there you go. That is essentially what we're looking at. The plan has really not changed too much. Really, like, if you're not someone who's sitting there watching the 15-minute chart all day, what I'd be looking at is the green dot on the 2-day, looking to print. That will likely signify that we are going to get that push to the upside. But trading is an if this, then that statement, guys, and these are my if this, then that's. In the beginning of the stream, we went over kind of the if this, then that. If we get a pump up, what we're looking for. And then if we get a move down, again, just playing these local ranges. It's not until we lose this wick low that I would be kind of looking for lower prices and then reassessing the situation. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of a move here by tomorrow's live stream. Hopefully we're not looking at this exact same price action. But let's see. Shout out to Bullish on Parade, said, I'm looking for more COQ. You selling it? Shout out to Bullish on Parade. I actually do not sell that. I actually think it might be illegal to do that. But I'm just kidding, guys. G-rated show here. But shout out to Bullish on Parade. We can check out COQ. I know that's one everybody's freaking out about. It's the new meme coin here, and it just went to zero. Right, we lost all our money. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this thing did come up to hit our next price target. I am still holding this, guys. Here's the thing with the meme coins, guys. Like, I'm not, at least for me personally, like, with the meme coins, it's like these are very low risk for me. And by low risk, I mean they're very high risk. Rob said, wait, COQ is a security? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. But with these meme coins, guys, like I'm not necessarily like buying these and like if this thing goes to zero, I am like, it's whatever. This is gambling money for me, right? Meme coins are extremely risky. So, yeah, like I don't even feel comfortable telling people to like if this is looking bullish or not, right? Because I mean, actually, the TA kind of played out here pretty well, but oftentimes they will not respect TA, right? So you are getting a little bit of let me see. We'll go in. We'll take a look at this in a minute. But yeah, like this thing, like I expect all my meme coins to go to zero. If they absolutely blast off and I get a 10x, I take some profit and then I leave a little moon bag in case it goes crazy, right? But other than that, like I'm not really freaking out. I am still holding mine. If that you know, not that should mean anything to you guys. Just because I'm holding it does not mean it's not going to go to zero. I might hold this thing to zero, and I want to be very clear. I am extremely comfortable holding this to zero, right? Because I'm not risking a lot of my money, right? I'm very like, this thing goes to zero, like I probably wouldn't even notice, right? I don't care. But yeah, and that's how you should treat meme coins as well, because they can make you a whole lot of money, but most of them will make you lose money. So just keep that in mind. Let me go back to these super chats really quickly, guys, before we start taking a look at the altcoins. And with that being said, go ahead and spam your favorite altcoins in chat. Rob, the crypto snob, will count up those votes and let us know what we're looking at. Rob, we're already going to take a look at Solana. We're already going to look at ETH. And so, yeah, just keep that in mind. And then maybe let's do like 3 tonight because, again, I am trying to buy myself a little bit of time to get ready for these holidays, or Mrs. Candles is not going to have anything under the tree. And then, you know, that's not going to be good. Then all of a sudden it's going to be like, whatever happened to Frankie Candles? He doesn't stream anymore. He doesn't make videos anymore. What happened to him? And then you're going to have to send a search and rescue team for me. I'm just kidding. But let's see. Shout out to Creighton C. Shout out to... I hit the wrong button, but shout out to Creighton C. He says, Dave said, skip the note, just go work. Wait, hang on. Dave said, skip the note, just go work out, then use the hat as a towel before you send it. Don't ask me. He's into that stuff. Well, shout out to Dave. All right, I'll get this ready for the next workout, and then, yeah, I'll just, like, dry myself off, like, get all the sweat off me with the hat, and then we'll send it to Dave. Shout out to Dave Digital. Thank you, Pokemon Jack, for the super chat, bro. Thank you so much. He said, I have Matic and XRP, but both are barely moving. Why won't they move? Do you see a future for layer 2s like Matic, or should I move into something else? Well, shout out to Pokemon Jack. That's a really, really good question. So here's the thing. For me, I think, so Matic this is hard, right? Because I can't tell you what to buy or what to sell to move your money to. I'm not a financial advisor, and you should definitely be doing your own research, right? But with that out of the way and that kind of obvious knowledge, I like Matic and XRP are both things that I hold long-term, right? So it really depends on Pokemon Jack. It really depends on like what your play is, right? Like what does your portfolio look like? How much money are you putting in? How much are you putting towards the alts? What is your plan for crypto? Like what is your goal for crypto? Is this do you not have a lot of money that you're trying to put into lower cap altcoins to make a ton out of nothing? Do you have a lot of money that you want to be a little bit less risky with? You want to be kind of conservative with it, but you want it to grow slowly? There's a lot of nuanced details that you would need to look at to see if you should move your money. Now, here's the thing. I personally am bullish on not only Matic, but also XRP, right? Now, it does not guarantee it's going up, right? I feel like I really need to like hammer that home. Just because I'm bullish on these things does not mean it's guaranteed to go up, right? But at this point, most of the altcoins you buy or have bought over the past month or so are likely going to be at higher prices unless they're scams or they just do really bad. In 2025, a lot of these altcoins are going to be sitting much higher than they are right now. But just to give you an idea of what I'm expecting out of XRP, we'll actually start off with XRP for our first altcoin because it'll kind of help me answer this question for Jack. But let's take a look. So for XRP, now obviously I won't even talk about my trade on XRP right now, but here's the thing, right? I am bullish on XRP. I think XRP will definitely pump not only in the near future, but especially if you're looking to hold this thing into 2025. Like chances are this thing's not going to go to zero, in my opinion, right? Doesn't mean it can't go to zero, but I do believe that, once the official announcement is out and they wrap up this lawsuit completely, that is probably where you're going to start to see XRP run, in my personal opinion. And just to give you kind of an idea, because this is a really hard question for me to answer, because, again, I don't know your goals. I don't know your portfolio size. I don't know what your risk tolerance is. There's a lot of stuff you need to be looking at. And, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but I'll kind of tell you what I look at, right? basically what I'm looking at for XRP, and I'm going to be having a full pre-recorded video on like my analysis on XRP long-term and the price targets I'll be looking at moving into the next bull run. But I do think XRP will eventually break its previous all-time high, right? And now if you look at that from just where we are right now, that's already a 437% gain at $3.31, right? So if we wind up coming up, and this is the 2018 all-time high, right? The 2021 all-time high is right here at about $2. So it didn't even break its all-time high. And I think a lot of people see this as like, oh, XRP must be dead, right? If you're not fully aware of everything going on with XRP and you don't follow crypto full-time like we do, you might be thinking to yourself like, well, it went here. Like, this is going to make it lower highs. Like, this bull run never even broke its all-time high. But you have to understand, like, this high was very, very suppressed by the lawsuit, right? And it still ran up from the bottom of the bear market, 1,600%, right? So from the bottom of 2021 to the top of the from the bottom of 2020, the 2020 dump up to the 2021 bull market high, you still got a 1,600% gain as XRP was still in a massive lawsuit with the SEC. Right, so if we wind up seeing this thing wrap up finally and officially, like they finally just like tie the bow, what do they say? Dot the I's, cross the T's, whatever. Once they finally do this, if this winds up happening before the 2025 bull run, which I think is very likely, this thing is most likely going to break not only its 2021 all-time high, but also its previous actual all-time high from 2018 at $3.24, which again, like I said, is already a 450% pump, right? So, and in my opinion, I think we could easily go higher, right? There are some higher targets. I'm looking. And I'm going to make a more detailed video of what I'm looking at and why I'm looking for this. But I do think, $10 is realistic. Even like $12 to $15 would be on the higher end of realistic for the next bull run, in my opinion. Now, understand, I try to be as conservative as possible. I would rather be too conservative and, sell not at the perfect top rather than hold for a very specific price target, right? Like, I'm sure there's going to be all the XRP people are going to come out in the bull run and be like, guys, on Thursday, the 14th at 7:32 a.m., I found this secret Twitter message on this. And then if you look here and there's an eye, and if you, the color that matches with eye is blue, and there's going to be a full moon, and they're going to say, wait for this day, we're going to hit this exact number. And there's just no way to ever predict that, right? Take it from me. There's no way for anyone to be 100% positive that's going to happen. And I would rather sell some XRP, right? I'm not selling the whole bag. I'd rather sell some XRP, not at the tippy top, rather than hold on for that special, that special number that may never come, right? And then you miss out on everything. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. So yeah, I do think $10 is possible. Even, upwards to $12 to $15 could be realistic, and maybe even higher. Like, I'm not saying it can't go higher, but that's really where I'm looking at for the next bull run. So, and then, once we get up to those levels, we could reassess the situation. If it still looks bullish, we could look for higher targets, right? We have to wait for the price to develop. But that's kind of what I'm looking at on XRP long term. I am definitely bullish. XRP is like one of my biggest bags, like one of my top 3 biggest bags that I hold, and I understand that I've been holding this thing forever, right? Like, I didn't take too much profit on the 2021 bull run. Like, I'm really waiting for this thing to wrap up and like really make the bag, right? And then, if it goes to 0, it'll be okay as well. I'll cry a little bit at night, but it'll be okay. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, Pokemon. Hopefully that helps you, bro. Hopefully that helps you. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. And then shout out to Dave Digital, said, Frankie said we can't talk about Jim Creighton, but if we could, I'd say something like week 9, day 2 complete, LFG. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Dave. I appreciate the super chat, but I kind of get nervous when you super chat, bro. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like I have to solve I feel like every time you super chat, it's like not until we look at 2 more coins that I'm like, oh, that's what Dave meant. Shout out to Dave. But shout out to Dave, bro. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. And yeah, I just love the relationship between all the CandleMafia members. Like Creighton talking about Dave talking about Creighton. It's hilarious. And then you throw Jessica in there. She's throwing punches back and forth. I love it. Shout out to you guys. Best community on YouTube. And then shout out to Timo, says, can you look at fetch.ai? Yeah, we could try to take a look at Fetch. Also, shout out to Justin. Thank you for joining the Wise Guys. I appreciate you for getting that membership, bro. I appreciate you. And Hypnotize, thank you for that super chat, bro. He says, goat out to Frankie. Did ICP give fake signals to us, we could definitely check out ICP as well. So yeah, I think you guys already are spamming those altcoins. So spam those altcoins. We will take a look at ICP, no problem. Hold up. Oh, yo, shout out to Sin City Crypto. Let's go. The boys are in the house. Let's get it. Shout out to Sin City Crypto. Let's go. Show them some love, guys. Shout out to Sin City Crypto, guys. Go check out their channel. Hang on one second here. Hold up. Why doesn't it let me go to your channel? Why does that it used to be like you could just click on the dots and go to the channel. And I can't do that anymore. That's so annoying. But guys, go check out Sin City Crypto. They got amazing content over there. As you guys know, not only are they awesome people with awesome information, but they also have like one of the most highly produced shows in crypto YouTube, and it's amazing. So go check them out. Shout out to Sin City Crypto. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you guys, and I think they did put a goat emoji. So I guess we have no choice. I'm getting good at that, guys. I'm getting real good at that goat sound. I'm not lying. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob says, pin my next message. We got ETH, Sol, ICP, INJ, and now we did a little bit of my long-term outlook on XRP, but let's jump into the more local price action. So what can we expect out of ICP, XRP coming up in the next, recent, in the near future, right? Not in 2025. So what I'm looking for, guys, I mean, simply put, we've just seen XRP just like stuck underneath this value area low. Now, why is it? Yo, shout out to the goat emojis in the chat. Let's go. You guys are funny, man. Let's see. Yeah, shout out to Sin City. Much love, Frankie. Hey, much love to you guys. Guys, go blow up Sin City. If you're not subscribed to their channel, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out. So yeah, shout out to Sin City Crypto. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue on, right? Because XRP is stuck below this value area low. Now, why is this important? Well, we know that this is the doorway to higher prices, right? Why is it the doorway to higher prices? Simply put, guys, we're looking at the volume profiles. And it is funny. Look, I don't have to even defend these volume profiles ever because they're that reliable, right? It's very rare. Now, they're not 100%, right? Like, obviously, if there was 100% guarantee that once we flip this level, we're definitely going up to $1.28, like, very quickly, it would be very easy to trade, right? And that's not the case. But the reason this is the doorway to higher prices, for anybody who sees me talk about this and does not know why I say that this is the doorway to higher prices, and the reason for it is that we have this volume profile between, for XRP, 63 cents and about $1.29. Now, this is pulled from the top of the 2021 bull market, right? So you get, we're using the fixed range volume profile, pulling this whole range, and it populates us with these three key levels. Now, the reason these are important, you could think of these volume profiles. I'm sorry if this is repetitive for any of the current CandleMafia members. This is for anyone who might be new. Once you pull these ranges and you get the value area high, POC, and value area low, this is now your area of value. This is where people essentially have agreed that this range is a fair price for the asset, right? So XRP between $1.28 and 63 cents was the fair value here. And the thing is, once you lose these ranges and you come out of them, what you can look for is a re-entry into the range, right? And then what this does is it gives you a very clear outlook on where price is going to go next. So once you get back above, right? So if we wind up getting back above this value area low and we flip it as support, right, or hold it as support, and you have bullish confirmations, the next likely place for price to go if it gets accepted into this range is going to be the point of control, which is sitting right up here at 83 cents, right? And then not only are you likely to come up to the POC, but once you flip that POC, the next likely place to go is going to be that value area high. And we see this happen time and time again on all different time frames, on all different assets, and it's extremely reliable. Now, again, it doesn't happen 100% of the time, right? Because you could see here, the thought process is once you get below the value area, you look to go to the high. When you come above the value area, if you get bearish confirmations, you look to go to the low. But you can see here, you actually front ran that value area low, right? So it doesn't always play out perfectly, but more often than not, it is likely to get to that POC and that value area high as long as you can flip these key levels. So that's the reason I'm saying that these are the doorway to higher prices. And guys, I couldn't have a better example for you guys than what we just saw happen on Solana. So we're going to take a look at that next. But, and it's funny too, because we were talking about the doorway to higher prices. Like, these are not random levels, guys. Like, there is a reason we have these levels, and we don't just find them with the volume profiles. We have other methods of finding them as well. But chances are, like anytime we have a doorway to higher prices, this is where you see price shoot up, right? Especially when you're looking at it based off the value area. And when you take a look at Bitcoin, I mean, I guess this is probably the best example, is on Bitcoin, right? Like we knew, like before we even wound up tapping this level of resistance, we knew that if we were able to get a pump or a bear market rally and start hitting our head on these lows here, this previous value area low, which is not labeled as a doorway to higher prices, but it was when we were approaching it. We had it labeled, right? So if we wind up coming up, get a move to the downside, right? We hit it as resistance, but we knew that once we were able to decisively hold it as support, we lost it again. Once we were decisively able to break and hold above this level, we were going to see that POC, and we were likely to see that value area high, which again is now still our target between 48 to 50K. So this is how the volume profiles work, and this is how we predict a lot of where price is going to go. So when you're looking at something like XRP, tapping on the doorway to higher prices, we need to flip that to get a move up to that point of control, getting closer to 83 cents. Now, if we cannot, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what happens if you don't get above it? Simply put, I'm going to be looking back down to the last volume profile that we were stuck in, which is right down here, value area high coming in at about 55 cents, right? So if we come down, I will look for some bounces at this level. I am still holding my XRP short, still up $950. I guess I could pull it up. Yeah, new trade too. We're also in another short, up 94%. But I'll talk about that in a second. That's on near, but this XRP short, right, still up 940, still up. Like this has been like this for I can't tell you how long. Stop loss at my entry, right? So if I get stopped out, I'm going to make 950. But if it comes back down, we will collect the rest of the money. And then, yeah, we'll break this. We'll break down this near trade as well. We can take a look at this. Profits, small profits locked in, little scalp position here. But I'll talk to you guys about why I may be looking for more downside on that as well. Shout out to Femex. If you guys want to check out Femex, you can check the link in the description down below to trade long or short your favorite altcoins or Bitcoin, if that's what you're into. You guys can check out Femex. They're always doing deals on their fees as well as giving trading bonuses to let you trade with their money. You can't keep the money, but if you make profit on the money, they do let you keep the profit. It's pretty cool. But anyway, let's continue on here. That's basically what I'm looking at on XRP, right? Take a look at the daily green dot printing. So maybe if we are going to pop up here, this daily green dot may be the thing to do it. 2-day VWAP also curving back up towards the zero line. But in general, guys, fresh money flow crossovers. This has been the same song and dance on these altcoins for quite some time. Fresh 2-day money flow crossover. Fresh 3-day money flow crossover. 4-day money flow kind of bing-bonging around. Take a look at the 5-day money flow, somewhat fresh. 6-day and your weekly. Your weekly money flow has been in the green longer than all those other time frames. But again, it does look like we could potentially get a move up here at some point soon. Not saying it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow or this week, but you know, once we get above this and start holding it as support, that's where we can expect the bigger move up on XRP. So it's all about that key level at 63 cents, which is the value area low, or as I like to call it, the doorway to higher prices. Let's go. All right, let's see. Shout out to Rockus. Shout out to Rockus. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but shout out to you, bro. He says, hoping to join the premium Discord soon. Shout out to Rockus. And don't forget, guys, for anyone who is looking for to get into the Discord, if you're looking about and thinking about joining, you guys can always get into our dining room. I mean, this is where you get premium TA once a week. Sometimes it's a short setup. Sometimes it's TA. Sometimes they're trade setups. Sometimes they're just general analysis. But once a week, you will get one of the posts that I put in the premium Discord fed into this Discord channel. And this is free. It doesn't cost any money. But if you use any of our exchange affiliates, like I was just saying, Femex, BitGet, BingX, or MEXC, depending on what exchanges you use, if you sign up with our affiliate link, you can click on these buttons and then just put your user ID into the pop-up box, hit submit, and give the mods 2 or 3 days to get you in there, and then you'll have access not only to the premium Discord teasers, which again, like sometimes they're trade setups and oftentimes they play out, but you also get, there's an airdrop watch channel. Shout out to Tyler and Chemistry Bro. They kind of hold that down with the latest airdrops. We also have the altcoin gems where we use token metrics to try to show you guys the highest rated coins according to token metrics AI. This is the tool that we used to find things like Caspa below a penny, right? And we used to do it a little bit differently, but we've kind of just decided to share all the top coins that look good. But yeah, we found Caspa under a penny with this, and we just share, now once a week, we basically give you guys the top rated coins, right? And then special giveaways, content, prioritized content requests, and then you also get 24/7 bookmap stream and a 24/7 Lux Algo stream. Shout out to Lux Algo, where you can check out those indicators. Just more free value for you guys if you don't have money to spend on the indicators. You can at least take a look at what's on the live stream for Lux Algo so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. So there you go. That's just a free way if you wanted to kind of front run. If you're saving up to get in the Discord, you could always try it out or test it out with that. But anyway, with all that being said, also, guys, not going to lie, we did actually talk about an altcoin in here a long time ago. I have trouble saying this one. Axelar. I always want to say Exceller for some reason, but Axelar, this one is one that we were talking about quite some time ago back in July. And we're actually may or may not be releasing a pre-recorded video on this for this week's Sunday Sauce, taking a look at Axelar and if it's an altcoin gem that you should be keeping your eye on. So stick around for that, but let's go ahead and move on to our next altcoins here, guys. And let's go ahead and jump right into Solana because we have some really, really, really interesting stuff. So let's see. As you guys know, we've been looking at something very specific on Solana. And number one, what we've been looking at is a potential move up, right? Now, not only were we looking for a potential move up, but there's a very specific scenario we were looking at here. And what is that specific scenario, guys? I think you know, right? Doorway to higher prices, or door to higher prices, right? And I woke up today and I checked out XRP. I checked out Solana and I said, hey, we're starting to peek our head above this value area low, which could be very interesting, guys, because as we just went over, once you get above that value area low and you're able to decisively hold support above here, the next likely target for you to go to is actually not this level. Oh, no, it is. I'm sorry. Is it? Hang on. Let me pull the actual profile. Where's that POC? Yeah, I believe. Spawn? There we go. Yeah, okay, so it is. So right here at about $91 is going to be that next target for Solana if you could hold support above this value area low. Right now, I want to be clear. Just because we peaked over this does not guarantee that we're going to 100% hold it as support and get the move to the upside. Because again, back to Bitcoin, right? Like, remember, like it's not guaranteed. So it's not as easy as just like, oh my God, we broke the level, long it with $1 million, right? But taking a look at Bitcoin, let me go ahead and turn on the macro range, right? Just like on Bitcoin, right? You could see we came above this value area low, smashed through it, right? And then we lost it. And then we're back in, try to hold it as support, and we lose it again. Excuse me, right? So we didn't go right to the POC. So it's not always, you have to remember, price action is confusing, and price action is messy. And oftentimes, it's not until the maximum amount of people are wrecked that the market is happy. So again, and then we came up again, and we're like, surely we're going to hold it this time. 1, 2, 3, and then we lost it again, right? So it's not just like, oh my God, we broke the level, go to $1 million, right? Now, granted, you broke the value area low. You did go to higher prices, but really the target would have been the POC. But then it wasn't until here where we finally broke above it decisively and got the move up. And the same thing can happen with Solana, right? So it doesn't mean that we're just guaranteed to yeet up from here, although that's not impossible. But you really want to make sure that you're above that level decisively. And I will say, the one thing here, taking a look at the daily, green dot printing, money flow starting to come back up. It actually doesn't look that bad. It's really the 12 and the 16-hour money flow coming out that makes me think like, hey, this might fake us out, right? This could potentially fake us out, right? Because we pushed up. But like money flow is coming out, this would make you anticipate a potential incoming longer-term downtrend. So I am being cautious with this, but simply put, we were looking for the move up on Solana, and if we can hold above this value area low, guys, the next likely place for price to go is going to be that $91.13 point of control. And then once we get above that, there is likely going to be a move for that value area high at $100, right? So very, very exciting, especially because we were literally looking for this yesterday. But again, remember, nothing is just as easy as, oh my God, we got a signal, go long, right? It's never that easy. Like even when you have an actual trading strategy, shout out to Crypto Sam. We'll take a look at Ethereum, no problem. We usually look at Ethereum first, but But yeah, and shout out to Lee. Thank you for that super chat, bro. I appreciate you. We said, yo, Frankie. Jesus coin. Jesus. G Sus coin. Shout out to you, bro. I could try to take a look at that. Although I have heard it's a scam. But who knows if it's actually a scam. But I have heard it's a scam. So just be careful out there. But let's take a look at it. All right, let's see. Okay, let's continue on. So that's basically what I'd be looking at, guys, on Solana. Right now, on top of that, your daily green dot is printing. Your 2-day, your 2-day green dot is also printing. Right. So if we are going to shoot, these green dots could be the thing, right? Money flow getting thicker on your 2-day as well. Not a bad look, in my own personal opinion. Not a bad look. And the fact that these 2-day bearish divergences. These 2-day bearish divergences didn't give you a big move down. Remember, we've been talking about this, guys. When these big, higher time frame bear divs do not give you the big move, in my opinion, that's pretty bullish, right? Like that 2-day bear div only gave you a little dip, right? And then you printed another red dot, you got a little dip, but now we're just continuing to push through it with money flow getting thicker. This looks pretty good in my own personal opinion, but please do not make any decisions based off that. I'm not a financial advisor, and I've been wrong before, and I will definitely be wrong at some point again, so just keep that in mind. Just because I say it does not mean it's 100% true. Even if we get it right a lot, we will be wrong at some point, so just keep that in mind. Nothing is a guarantee. Shout out to Jamie. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you. Says, season's greetings from the Lifers. Shout out to the Lifers. What is going on? We got to have Lifer on here soon. We have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, guys. We got some big things incoming for 2024. So we haven't really had a lot of guests on recently, but Lifer, I believe, is like next on the list. So we will have him on very, very soon. But shout out to the Lifers from the Frankie Candles and the Mafia. Back to the Lifers. We love you back. Shout out to you guys. But let's go ahead and continue on here. So Solana, guys, very, very exciting stuff as we are peeking through that value area low. And I really hate to beat a dead horse, but there's been a lot of coins, right, that we even Link, right? Link got a little rejection at the value area low, but very similar to Solana. Once you get above here, it could be off to the races to see some much higher prices. And we've seen this happen like time and time again, right? As I struggled to find a coin that it happened on. But for real, I mean, I say that kind of lightheartedly. But let's take a look at Ethereum because we saw something very similar happen to Ethereum. So as soon as we held this value area low, we looked to fill this whole range, right? At this point, the doorway to higher prices is right here, this value area low. We know once we get above here, hold this as support, we're likely to fill the whole range. What happened? We flipped it to support, we flipped the whole range, started getting resistance, and then we broke out again. Now, once we broke out here, where was the doorway to lower prices or higher prices? It's right here at the value area low. And once you get above here, you're likely to go to the value area high. I know you can't really see it that well, but we did wind up wicking all the way to the top of that, right? So like this happens time and time again. Like anytime you approach a value area low from underneath, right here, approach the value area low from underneath, right to the high, right? Same thing goes for when you approach from below. When you break this value area high on the way down, this is the doorway to lower prices and you're likely to go to the POC and value area low. And what happened? Right to the value area low. So this is how the volume profiles work, guys. And I really beat this dead horse till I'm blue in the face because it works. And I know that if people are taking this information and bringing it to the charts and they're actually putting in the work and have the discipline to sit down and study and backtest and run through scenarios and paper trade and really stress yourself out trying to work hard and apply this information to the charts, you will see success, right? I can't guarantee that, but you are likely to see success and things will click very quickly, especially when you're looking at the market in terms of volume profiles. That's why I share this so much. Shout out to Jurgen. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's get it. Shout out to you, bro. And shout out to Chewy. Shout out to Captain Banana. Yo, let's go. And shout out to Mark Toes. And Bufflink, and Daniel Taylor. Welcome to the Mafia, guys. You just got a free membership. You now have really cool emojis that you can use as well as some other perks. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, let's see. Shout out to 12 Big. What is going on, bro? Good to see you in here. But let's go ahead and continue on. Hey, Jurgen, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. More gifted memberships. Let's get it. Medic Money, welcome to the Mafia. I mean, you've been in the Mafia, but welcome back. Shout out to Milligan. Shout out to Tito420. We got Manitoir. Caveman, let's get it. Welcome to the Mafia. I mean, I know you guys have been here, but shout out to you guys. Jay Baker said, yo, Frankie. He says, woo! Crypto Ric Flair. Shout out to Jay Baker. What is going on? And shout out to Creighton C. Said 7 p.m. Spike in the wheel and take Mrs. spike in the wheel, take Mrs. Candles out for some shopping, maybe some nuggets, maybe some nuggets eats, and a nice Caesar salad. Have I made that joke before? That Mrs. Candles like basically exclusively eats chicken nuggets and Caesar salads. Shout out to Creighton C, bro. If I've mentioned that and you remember that, shout out to Creighton C. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, we will. I will be taking Mrs. Candles shopping. She's actually getting her nails done right now, and when she gets back, we'll be leaving. But let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on. All right, so that was, what did we just look at? Okay, so Ethereum, real quick on Ethereum, guys. Like I said, similar to Bitcoin, like there's not much action happening on Ethereum, right? We have our key level here, right? High volume node at 2350, high volume node at 2146. Hold it as support, bing bong right to the upside. Came back down. Like these are your key levels, right? Your two major key levels, 2146, 2350. If we come up here, got to break out of this level here at 2350 to get the bigger move to the upside. If that happens, next major target sitting at about 2522. And if if Bitcoin decides to go for that 46K MPOC, this is where I expect the highs on Ethereum to get taken, right, and then get a move up to that next level. But other than that, it's pretty uneventful, or has been pretty uneventful on Ethereum for a bit here. So there you go. That's what I'd be looking at on Ethereum for the most part. As far as the indicators go, VWAP is coming up, looking for a green dot similar to Bitcoin. So maybe we could be looking for that push up locally. But again, within the context of this range, guys, I'm not expecting anything crazy out of Ethereum until we break this level or this level. Simply put, quick and dirty on ETH or ETH, as some of your friends might call it, or Erythrium, as your grandmother calls it. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here. We'll take a look at ICP next. Not to be confused with iCup. I know a lot of you guys are probably familiar with iCup, which is kind of like ICP, but there's another letter in there. All right, let's see. Oh, why'd I type iCup, bro? All right, here we are. Guys, it's the holidays. We're feeling the holidays over here at the Frankie Candle Studios. We're getting all jolly. We're short and near. We don't care. But anyway, let's continue on. We'll take a look at near too, because I'll break down that trade if you guys are interested. But take a look at ICP. ICP, basically the same thing we were looking at yesterday, right? And the day before, right? I think the day before yesterday, what we were looking at on ICP was a potential pullback into this blue box, which I believe is a Fibonacci retracement, right? So right here, we have the golden pocket 786 retracement on top of that value area high. That's why the box was lower, right? Because we're incorporating that value area high. But the golden pocket 786 sitting between $7.61 and $6.44. So if we continue this pullback, which I don't know if we're guaranteed to come back into this box, but if we do get a bigger pullback here, I will be looking for support, because oftentimes, guys, on a lot of the altcoins, we've been looking for price to bing bong around in the bear market range, right? Bada boom, accumulation, deviation from the macro volume profile. This is the red alarm. Alert, undervalued. Look for a move back to the value area high. Do you have confirmations? I don't know if you did, but we would have to look at them. I'm not going to spend the time. It does look like you could have potentially had some divergences there. But this is where you're looking for the long to flip that value area low to support, back to the POC, back to the value area high. And at this point, we were looking for a potential breakout, because you could see we did have the higher time frame money flow crossing over into the green, right? And you could see, right, we came back here, broke out, money flow is still in the red, sucked back into the range. Breakout, fake out in the money flow, crossing over into the green, back down to the bottom of the range. But then finally we got this breakout with the money flow crossover on the 3-day, pushed us out of the range. And if we pull up the VPVR, should have turned off the heat before I started this stream. But you know what? You live and learn, guys. You live and learn. And sometimes I need to melt to learn. Shout out to Lauren. Hey, Lauren, by the way, I don't know how, got some Pink Mafia hats. I'm just going to say that to every female CandleMafia member now. But anyway, Lauren says, please check out Verge. It is one of the only 9 compliant coins. Yes, Lauren, shout out to you. I will take a look at Verge, because this is something that I was looking at on Token Metrics recently that was looking somewhat bullish. So I'm actually going to pull up Verge for sure. Let's go. Shout out to Gen X DGen said I just got stopped out of the near short at 34% profit. And let's go. Bing bong. Shout out to Gen X DGen. Let's get it. All of that just went off camera. We're going to throw it again for you, bro. Shout out to Gen X DGen. Bro, shout out to you. And what I love about that is that you got stopped out. You got stopped out, but you made money, right? People just see these stop outs as a lost trade, but when you're making money, like imagine if you guys can make money on your green trades and then also make money on the trades that you lose. This is how we trade in the premium Discord and also what we teach here on these free live streams every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Frank Candles YouTube channel. Bing bong. Anyway, let's continue on. Like I said, I am on one, guys. Someone put a YouTube short out. We just put a YouTube short out, guys, and I was cracking up. It's literally just a compilation of me going, all right, let's check out the altcoins. And I pulled up like 5 altcoins, and I just said they're all going to zero, and it was actually funny. At least I thought it was funny. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on here. So we got the breakout of the volume profile, and this does look like a decisive breakout to me, right? Because we did have the money flow crossover. And another kind of easy way that you could kind of identify if you're getting a breakout of a range, one way that you could try to confirm this is if you just bear with me here, guys, while I try to find I'm just simply looking for. Am I losing my mind? Like I just want the volume profile heat. Okay, it's not a favor. Volume oscillator. Like, do we just have volume? I don't want a volume profile. I just want volume. Is this wild that I cannot find this? Am I tripping? Well, I'll just explain it. I feel like I'm staring right at it, but I can't see it. Volume. What is volume oscillator? That's not what I want. All right. Well, anyway, I'll just kind of talk about it, right? If you're looking at your typical volume that you're used to seeing here, where you have those volume bars on the bottom of the chart, you would want to see an increase in volume, right? That could help you kind of identify if you're actually going to get a breakout or if you're breaking out on low volume and you're going to get sucked back into the range, right? But this does look like a decisive breakout in my own personal opinion, but nothing goes up in a straight line forever, so if we do wind up pulling back, I will potentially look for a pullback into this blue box with the golden pocket 786 value area high, because oftentimes, guys, when you break out of these ranges, you will look. Price oftentimes does come back and test that value area high as support before getting a big move up. So I will be keeping an eye on that, and when we look at near, I'll actually show you guys an example of price going back and retesting ranges before moving in the other direction. But if we do pull back, this zone between $7.61 and about, call it $6.36 is going to be the big level of support to look at before potentially putting in a higher low and then continuing back up to the next level, which is going to be right here, this purple box sitting between 1465 and 1684. And with all that being said, that is ICP in a nutshell. Shout out to MTC, Miss Teen Crypto in the chat. What is going on, MTC? Hold up. Miss Teen Crypto, you got gifted a membership. Let's go. Also, hold up. Shout out to Jurgen coming in here to give Golden a run for his money. Let's go. Shout out to Jurgen gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Thank you so much, bro. We appreciate you. And shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. You've already been part of the family, but hey, welcome to the YouTube family. Let's go. Now you're a part of the wise guys. Let's get it. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Shout out to Sean. What is going on, Sean? Good to see you, bro. Let's see. JJ Zona said, oh, snap, Zesty stream now. Let's get it. Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our next altcoin, guys. We have 429 likes. If we get 550 on tonight's live stream, we will be doing a special holiday giveaway where I don't really necessarily know what we're going to be giving away, but we're going to add some really cool stuff to the giveaway. Maybe it's one of these new colorways for the hats, or maybe it's some free crypto, maybe it's some free Discord memberships, but we will add something really cool to the giveaway, but we got to get 550 likes, and if we do, we will add all those spins to tomorrow's wheel. We'll spin the wheel all at one time tomorrow, and we'll drop all those giveaways on tomorrow's live stream. You're not going to want to miss that one. It will also likely be the last live stream for the week, as I'm traveling on Friday. But let's go ahead and continue on, and let's go ahead and take a look at INJ. Carlos, shout out to Carlos. I see a lot of people asking for Matic, so I will take a look at Matic as well. And then we'll see how long we've been going at that point, and maybe we'll take a look at some more stuff. It really depends on how long it takes. Miss Teen Crypto, real quick, while you're here, I feel like you're probably much better at style and like things that look good as far as clothes than I would be. Which one's your favorite, Miss Teen Crypto? You like the white with the black mesh? The black with the white mesh, right? Do you like this one? These are the new colors, limited edition of the Frankie Candles hats. Do you like this teal Frankie Candles hat with no mesh back? I don't like these, but that probably means that everyone else will like them. And then we got the same one, no mesh back in purple. Bada boom. And then we got the pink with the black mesh hat, black mesh back. That one's fire for the female CandleMafia members. And then we also have this one, which is like military green with the black mesh. Let me know which one you like best, Miss Teen Crypto, because we're trying to figure out which ones that we want to make limited and which ones we want to keep in the store that people will like. And I'm just not that guy. All the ones that I like, everyone else hates. The ones that I hate, like Tony will be like, look at this color. I'm like, dude, that's hideous. No one's going to buy it. And then that's like the hottest one, and everyone loves it. So let us know, because I don't want to be giving away bad colors. Like, we got to give the good color options. But anyway, let's continue on here for INJ. Now, this is a pretty old chart. Let me see if we could find a is this the chart we're looking at? Just want to make sure we're on our most updated chart here. So if I don't have to redo all the TA, I would appreciate not having to do that. But it does look like that was our updated chart, not the KuCoin chart. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the KuCoin chart because we do get a little extra price history. Okay, so let's continue on. Nice. Talk about a W reversal. Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Beautiful. Bing bong. Right to the upside. Anyway, let's continue on here. So take a look at the daily. This thing has been ripping. Has been absolutely ripping to the upside. And what I'm actually going to do here is, let me turn off Market Cipher A. I'm going to pull this fib off the price action that I have access to. I don't know if this is all of the, I don't know which chart has the highest or the biggest or longest amount of price history, but what I will do here is, okay, so we are interacting with these levels. All right, so next target on INJ, in my opinion, is going to be about $54.62. This thing was basically sitting at $1 last July. Not this past one, the one before that. Unbelievable. Yeah. A year ago, this thing was sitting at $1.22. It is now sitting at $42, guys. $42. Unbelievable. But let's continue on. Next target, in my opinion, is going to be the 3618, sitting at $54, right? So that's the next target, in my opinion. Very hard to find other price targets other than these imaginary fib levels. So $54.06 is going to be that next key level of resistance that I would be looking at. Taking a look at the 4-hour. Could be showing, this is kind of hard to say. This thing is on a tear, right? You are looking for potential 12 and 16-hour bearish divergences. Take a look at the daily VWAP, but you got, okay, yeah. So here's what I would do with INJ. Be careful shorting this altcoin, guys. This thing has spit in my face so many times. Not recently, but I have tried to, you don't want to short something that's just completely bullish, right? But what I would look, the reason I would be, what I would be doing to be careful with that, guys, is look at this 2-day bear div. Very, very slight here, but once this red dot winds up starting to print, once this red dot starts printing, that's likely where you're going to see a little bit more weakness come in, right? And then again, you could look at the 12 and 16-hour bear divs, right? So you have a higher high on your price action, lower highs on your momentum waves, bada boom, bada bing, looking for a pullback, right? Once that red dot prints. But I would just be careful because you do have this next target up here at about $54 that may want to go shoot for. But generally lower highs on your on your money flow as well. So, this thing's not going to go up forever. But it doesn't mean it can't go up more. So just be careful. But 12 and 16-hour bear divs are the first signs of weakness I would look for. And then if that 2-day bear div prints, that's where, I'd be pretty confident for a pullback. Now let's go ahead, take a look at the daily real quick. Let's pull some fibs. If you do wind up getting a move down, these are some support levels I'd look at. Golden pocket 786 between 2644 and 2166. Pull back into this box, maybe a level to watch. Other than that, I would be cautious. I would be cautiously bearish, right? There you go. 12-hour bear div now starting to print. So really, let me kind of show you guys what I do here. When I see something like a 12-hour bear div, right? So if I'm expecting, think of it this way. If you're looking at a 12-hour bear div, which has now disappeared already, but let's say that 12-hour bear div prints, right? That red dot prints and confirms. What I would be looking for is I would be going down to the lower time frames, right? Because if this red dot and bearish divergence play out, and even if it's just a little bit, like let's just say it pulls back to about $37, right? Like, which I would expect more. But let's just say it pulls back to $37. Little pullback, right? Very realistic for a 12-hour red dot. But if you come down to the lower time frames, right? And you start looking at this, and if you were looking for a short entry here, right? Let's pretend that you're looking for a short entry, right? And right now, honestly, you've gotten a push into your 786 golden pocket, right? Which is oftentimes, if we are going to get that 12-hour red dot and get a bigger pullback here, this could be an area to look for the rejection at, right? Your VWAP on the 24-minute is rolling back over. No divergence. However, yeah, no divergence, but oftentimes you will put a lower high into that 786 golden pocket zone, right? Now, it's not a guarantee, but if you're able to find bearish confirmations, especially as you're in this zone, right? Maybe come down to a lower time frame. Maybe you got some low time frame bear divs. 5-minute bearish divergence. Higher highs, lower highs. If you were able to catch an entry here, I'm not saying that this is what you should be shorting, but if I were looking, right, this is what I do. 12-hour bear div. If that prints, we already said $37 would be a realistic pullback. That is 11%. That is plenty of a move to make profit. Right now, again, this is not a trade setup. I'm not telling people to short this. I would want to look at this for a little while before actually taking a position. But just based off this simple confirmations, again, that 12-hour red dot prints and confirms. We're not looking for a big move, right? We're just looking for a small move. But if you can catch these on a lower time frame and enter at the high, there's plenty of room to make money here, right? So there you go. I'm not shorting this, right? But I would be cautious. So I've been really, once that 5-minute bear div confirms, I would look for a little bit more of a pullback. And then I would also pull some volume to get a little bit more confluence on where the levels are, right? So let's pull it here. Let's pull it here. Yeah. So maybe you shoot up towards that value area high POC. That's another area where price is likely, if it's going to come down, to put in a slightly lower high to continue the downtrend. So this will be another kind of, if you don't reject from right here, what I would be looking at would be right here. Second level, right? And then once you get above this, I'd be looking for the higher prices. That's going to be likely that you come up to that $45 level or even, potentially even higher. But let's come back out. Bada boom. Zoom out, zoom in. But that's basically what I'm looking at on INJ. So again, but other than that, on the longer time frames, overall, yeah, 3-day bear div, like barely validated there. 4-day red dot VWAP, like these higher time frames are not only overbought, but the VWAPs are rolling over. Like this thing has gone on a tear, right? Like maybe time for a pullback. I'll say this, I'm interested in eyeballing a short on INJ, right? Not entering right here for a guaranteed dump, right? Frankie, you said it was going down and I shorted and I lost money, right? That's not what I'm saying, right? What I am saying is I may be keeping an eye on this for a potential short position. And hey, if they have this thing available on the Zeta exchange, let me see. No, that's the only thing about this. Obviously they're new. They don't have a lot of coins. But yeah. All right, let's see. Ooh, earn 2x Z score. Yeah, shout out to anybody. We're running out of time for this, but yeah, if anyone wants to check out Zeta, I have no affiliation, no affiliate link, no anything for this. If it loads, I guess it's not going to load. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, if anybody wants to check out Zeta, guys, they are doing an airdrop, and I think you have to have a certain amount of trading volume in the month of December to get the airdrop. But these airdrops, guys, like this is the time to start farming these airdrops, right? Because you never know. You might get dumped, 5,000 tokens of what you think is garbage, and then it winds up being a top performer in the bull run, and you literally couldn't. I know people who have made tons of money from free airdrops they got at this portion of the bear market, right? But if you want to still consider this a bear market, right? So there you go. But that's what I'm looking at on INJ. Let me go ahead and pull up chat again here. And that is chat, not Chad. Let's see. Hamza said, yeah, for real, you can get a few grand for nothing. My friend was just telling me his friend just got like $10,000 for like, and like, guys, it's like not hard, right? All you have to do is trade. Like for me, he sent that one to me because he's like, dude, you trade every day anyway. Like, just trade, like, just double your trades, throw some money in here, and just every trade you take, just do it on this one too, and you'll get a free airdrop. Why not get free money? Especially if the thing is going to moon, right? A lot of them won't, right? You'll get airdrop 5,000 tokens. It'll be worth a couple $100, and then it'll go to zero, right? A lot of times that'll happen. But you never know. You never know. There's been some really famous airdrops that have made a lot of people rich. I think, what's his name? What's that guy's name? He's not a crypto guy. But he like kind of made his money in crypto, but he's not a crypto guy. Ayman Godsi, something like that. I'm probably butchered that. But that guy, I think he got rich off was it Pancake? I don't know what he got rich. Or Uniswap. I don't know. He got rich off some kind of airdrop. George Bush, shout out to Hamza. Ayman Godsi, is that his name? Let me know in chat if you guys know who I'm talking about. Ayman. Emma, shout out to Crimson's girlfriend. Let's see. Hang on. Shout out to Ibra said Frankie short on INJ. It's not good. It's actually funny if you're short. The 5-minute bear div's not printing yet, but it is coming down from that 786. We'll see. I would have taken a little scalp on that, but we'll just see what happens. But let's see. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Ayman. Did anyone? Yeah, Ayman Godsi. Oh, I was right. Let's go. Shout out to Hypnotize. Let's go. All right, let's see. My sister Emma's here. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto's sister Emma. Shout out to Emma. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and what's our next altcoin? Our next altcoin is going to be, that was INJ Matic. Matic will be the next one. Shout out to Chili Rainbow. Shout out to you, bro. Bing bong. He said, yo, this chat's popping. Hey, welcome to the CandleMafia, my dude. We just try to find those trades and pop off in chat. Let's get it. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think Gate. I think that's where he made his money. I think he got some kind of airdrop in the last bull run. And now he's like a motivational guy. Interesting. I actually don't really know what he does. But anyway, pretty cool guy. I see some clips of him. But let's see. Matic. Let me make sure we're on the right chart here. 515 likes, guys. We're so close to 550. Let's go. Smash that like button if you have not already. Let's see. And yo, shout out to Jurgen, bro. Let's go. Bro, shout out to Jurgen gifting those memberships. Let's get it. Bro, he's giving Golden a run for his money. Now, I will say, very, very hard. Big shoes to fill. Not that we're looking to fill his shoes, but shout out to Jurgen, bro. We appreciate the support, bro. Thank you for getting these memberships. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Thank you for the membership. Shout out to Mike Snelling. Let's get it, bro. Good to see you. But let's go ahead and let's go. Okay, let's continue on. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. We're so close. I think we'll hit it. But let's take a look at Matic here, guys. I don't remember what we were looking at here last time we looked at Matic. I know this was a level of resistance we were looking at based off of a fib pull, I assume. Got a rejection, getting another rejection. Money flow coming up on your 4-day. 3-day money flow coming out. No bearish divergence. 2-day slight bear div. VWAP coming back up. Daily VWAP coming back up. Looking similar to Bitcoin. A lot of this stuff looks very similar to Bitcoin as far as the indicators go, guys. I'm going to get rid of these levels of resistance. But really what I'm looking for here, really what I'd be looking for here, very similar to Bitcoin, right? Green dot prints on the daily. I would be looking for a potential push up, but generally here, money flow is not looking great, right? Daily money flow coming out. 16-hour money flow just crossed over into the red. VWAP rolling over. 12-hour money flow just rolled into the red. VWAP rolling over as well. You want to remember that you are at the value area low, right? This is typically not the time to just short, right? This is what I just talked about. You don't want to short support, right? It's basically the opposite of what yo, let's go. Shout out to Ken, bro. I should have taken it, man. I don't like to just like, yeah. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Yo, let's go. Shout out to who said that. Shout out to Ken Saunders. The power of Frankie, it's dropping more. And guys, like, I just want you guys to like, depending on how you're trading, guys, like, what is this? This is probably less than a 1% move, but let's see. Actually, hang on. Yeah, I mean, a 1% move is all I need to make profit based off of how I trade, right? So, you're scalping, that's a move you can make. 5-hour bear div, right? And the higher time frames, we're backing you up. Now, again, I wouldn't guarantee a huge dump, but remember, I don't want anyone thinking that was just, hey, this looks bearish, short it. I want you guys to understand exactly what we were looking at, right? There's a reason to get a rejection here, right? We came up into the 786, right? Very similar to where we were looking for the long on Bitcoin off that 786, right? Rejection off the 786. Bearish divergence, money flow coming out, higher time frame red dots looking to print, right? VWAP coming down on the 1 hour, 45-minute red dot looking to print. So there's many reasons to be looking, and then even on the higher term or higher time frames, again, 2-day VWAP coming down looking for a red dot. And, you find your entry on those low time frames. And again, it barely came down here unless you were scalping. But, even if you push up here and you're able to get a significant, a decent entry, those higher term time frames are likely going to come down and crash on top of price, pushing it further down, right? So you can get, if things look a little bearish on the low time frames and you're able to catch that local move down, and then that the higher time frames are going to come down and eventually that big wave of bearish signals on the high time frames, like the 2-day, the daily, etc., is going to come down and crash on the price, pushing it further down, then that you're pretty safe, right? You're looking for a local move down on the small time frames, and then maybe price starts to retrace. But by the time you're getting the lower high to put in and coming back down, that's where maybe your higher term time frames start to kind of show themselves, or the higher term bearish signals start to show themselves, pushing price even bigger down, right? And then you're getting the nice entry right at the high. So there you go. I just want to make sure that you guys are very clear about what we were looking for there. It's not just hopefully this goes down. There is many reasons to look for at least a local pullback here. So there you go. But anyway, if you are looking to get into a longer-term short on INJ, I don't know if you need to be FOMOing in, right? You have to understand that 2-day bear div could take a whole nother 2 days to print, right? A lot can happen in those 2 days. We could pump up and then get a move down, etc. But there you go. I just want to break that down so you guys know what we were looking at, right? Because the whole point of this live stream is to be educational, and we're so close to 550 likes. Got to spit that sauce. But going back to Matic, you want to be careful here at the value area low, but I will say, based off market cipher, guys, money flow is coming out on a lot of these time frames. 10-hour money flow looking to cross over into the red. All the VWAPs are looking to roll over. So, again, you don't necessarily want to, just short here, because chances are you're going to get some kind of retracement off that value area low, and we can confirm that by looking at the lower time frames in a second. So maybe what I would be looking for here, I would not be looking to just short the low. And if we come down from here and we just smash through the resistance or support and just nuke from here, that's fine. I'll miss the position. It's not a big deal, right? But 2 zones I would be looking to potentially look for a short at. I mean, I would just make this purple box kind of bigger, right? We start pushing into this purple box. That's where I would look for bearish confirmations to get an entry on a retracement before getting a bigger breakdown, right? And is that bigger breakdown coming? I mean, I would be careful, right? Because your VWAP's coming up on the daily. But over time, right, over the next few days, money flow is coming out. What does this signify? It signifies that the longer-term trend is likely to continue to the downside. So keep that in mind. But there you go. That's what I'd be looking at on Matic for the most part, right? These are the key levels. And then, yeah, if we push, I would look to get a local push-up before I was interested in any real long positions. Short positions. Short positions. Come up here, look for the bearish signals to potentially look for a short. But be careful, right? I mean, obviously, we have been in a bullish environment for quite some time here. Maybe we get some kind of Santa rally, or I guess Santa rally to continue. And if that does happen, chances, things are still looking pretty good in the long term, right? So not impossible to continue. But yeah, anyway, let's continue on. Shout out to Jurgen. Did you just gift another 5 Frankie Candles memberships? Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Let's get it. Shout out to Jurgen. Thank you so much for all the support, bro. We appreciate you. Creighton C says, Mrs. Candles coming in to make... Guys, I think she low-key likes the camera. Oh, she said she likes me. That's so nice. Why don't you go ahead and show some fanga here. Oh, this smells like the nail salon. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Almost leaked her name. I'm sorry. I guess you guys do. Do you guys know her name? They do? Okay. All right. Well, I just don't say that out of respect. But shout out to Creighton C. You want to see what Creighton C? Why don't you read the Creighton C super chat? Frankie, you have to say it really loud. Frankie, I can't get Okay. I'll read it. It says, Frankie, you essentially have 4 black hats, 2 charcoal, 2 black, drop 2, and add the olive drab, black and white, and the pink. Nobody needs that many dark neutrals. Shout out to Creighton C. This is why people probably like the colors I don't like, because I'm a very neutral. I'm a trader. I'm an emotionless, neutral person, right? Shout out to Creighton C. But yeah, like this is about as colorful as I get. So when I see something like this, or like this, or God forbid this, I'm like, oh my God, that's too much color. But I forget that other people don't hate color as much as I do. I'm just kidding. I like colors. I just don't wear them a lot. I don't know why. It's just I feel like I look weird in colors. I don't know why. I feel like it makes me look young for some reason. Anyway, shout out to Creighton C. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you to Dave Digital. Said INJ to 45 or 48. Be careful. Absolutely. That target at $45, like I said, if that short setup does not play out, I would be looking up $45 would be the next target for me for sure. So shout out to Dave. I don't know about 48. I'm not saying it's not there. I just don't know if I had that target. But I bet you I could find that target as well. So shout out to Dave Digital. Let's go. $45 is exactly where I'd be looking. Let's get it. All right, let's continue on. Shout out to ADD Dad said, still going. Yeah, we got to wrap up soon here, guys. But this is what I'd be looking at on Matic, guys. So there you go, right? Just be careful at support. But other than that, like these medium, higher hourly time frame money flows could be calling for a downtrend. But in a bullish environment like this, you will spend more time with the money flow in the green, right? So when you're in a big bullish environment like this, sometimes you will just come into the red and then back into a big green wave. So you have to be careful of that. But just based off market cipher strategy or how I interpret money flow, a downtrend could potentially begin here. So just be careful. So there you go. And I think the last coin that everybody wanted to see, I saw a lot of people asking, yo, Hamza said, emotionless. You're screaming about POCs and lines on the chart every day. Shout out to Hamza. That is true. That is true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah, I saw a lot of people looking at Jesus coin. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I think this is just like a meme coin. Definitely, this can't be it. If this is it, please, for the love of God, run as fast as you can. That looks like a honeypot. But anyway, what is the ticker? Does anybody know the ticker for Jesus coin? Is it? Oh, is this it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this must be it. Now, I want to be clear, guys. Just because this is a meme coin does not mean that it is not going to go up, right? This thing could easily pump, right? Especially if it has a low market cap. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can pull this up on CoinMarketCap real quick. Especially if it has a low market cap, right? These things can absolutely yeet to the upside. Yeah, so this one, that BSC coin looks like a scam. But this one looks a little bit better, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just like a meme coin, right? Like likely to pump. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to say that. I want to say likely to pump. It's already pumped a lot, right? But a lot of meme coins likely to have aggressive pumps to the upside. But you just want to be careful. Oh, the market cap's 74 million. That's not that crazy low. But the thing with the TA on these is it's very unlikely to respect the TA. That's why I don't really like, even on COQ, like this is something I hold, right? Not that you should buy it because I hold it. That's not what I'm saying. But even though like the things that I hold, right? Like I said, like I'm expecting this to go to zero, right? I'm just the trick is taking your profit before it goes to zero, right? But again, if this goes to zero right now and I lose all the money I put in here, it's okay. I put it in expecting to lose it, right? They're meme coins, and then out of the 10 meme coins you buy, if 9 of them go to zero and one of them hits a 300x, then you should be good, right? You should be covered. But same thing on Jesus coin, right? Can this thing pump more? Absolutely, right? There's no telling where this thing can stop. But again, just be careful because like the rug can get pulled at any moment, right? Assuming this is, I assume like I feel silly even like looking into this. Is it like people always like, no, but they're coming out with a DEX or like, oh, they're coming out with this. And it's like meme coins always say that, right? They're like, oh, we actually have really good tech behind this. Started off as a meme, but now it's a real project. And all of those, in my experience, have gone to zero. Yeah, to encourage generosity, Foster, yeah. It's like, this is probably a scam, right? I know people get so mad at me when I say this, right? Like, you guys remember the last meme coin run? I called a couple of them scams, and people flamed me in the chat. But turns out we went back and checked on them a couple months later, and all those people that were defending that meme coin were nowhere to be seen, and turns out that coin went to zero, right? So just keep that in mind. Chances are this thing will probably go to zero at some point. So if you're in this, pay yourself. Don't forget to pay yourself. But yeah, very hard for me to kind of, I mean, if you want some kind of TA on this, I would say watch out for the daily bear dip, right? Price continuing to the upside, right? Higher highs on your price action. This daily VWAP is already rolling over. Get that daily bear div. That might be where you get a bigger correction to come in. But other than that, very, very hard to do TA on these things. Like you can see here, you had a little daily bear div, little pullback, right? Another daily bear div, little pullback, right? So it doesn't mean it's definitely going to go to zero when that bear div happens, right? It could easily give you a higher low, but just be careful, right? There's like, this is not like this is probably going to rug at some point, if I had to guess. But if you're experienced in meme coins and you know when to sell, have at it, right? But yeah, there you go. Other than that, there's really not much TA for me to do on this. So there you go. Shout out to, and then there you go. 2 meme coins. Where'd my chat go? Oh my God, I feel lost. Where's my chat? All right, let's continue on. Let's see. Shout out to Crypto B, said Doge is the biggest scam. Infinite tokens like WTF. Rocky only has 1 billion coins. Yeah, Rocky's another one. I think Alex Becker's pushing that one heavy. You guys will never see me like shilling a meme coin. Not that I won't. If it looks bullish, it looks bullish, right? Like I said, I'm emotionless, right? Like I'm a neutral person. Like I'm not just gonna like shill a meme coin because I hold it, right? Like, so you'll never catch me doing that. But Rocky. I think is Rocky a meme coin? I don't even know if it is. I think the Rocky that I was looking at, that Alex Becker, everyone was telling me Alex Becker's looking at. I don't know if that was a meme coin though. But anyway. There you go. Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin still pumps though. Doge is a scam. Really? I'm sure Randy has nothing to say on this. Not really shilling, just coin fact. Yeah, no, Crypto B, I'm not saying you're shilling. I'm just saying, I'm saying I think Alex Becker is like pushing that one heavy. Or maybe not. I don't even know. I just hear what people tell me. Doge is not a scam. Shout out to Vistine Crypto. I mean, Doge, here's the thing with Dogecoin, guys. Doge has stood the test of time, right? Like, Doge has been through some stuff, right? It's been here for a while. So, Dogecoin, in my opinion, has proven itself, right? Like, I don't think Dogecoin is going anywhere. Is it going to be the top meme coin forever? Who knows, right? Shout out to Crypto B. Says, Frankie just made my day. Shout out to Crypto B. Shout out to you, bro. You made my day. You guys make my day every day. Every time you guys show up in chat, you make my day. Trust me. The thing with Dogecoin is like, I mean, it's just basically proved itself, right? Like, I don't know if it's going to be the top meme coin forever. Maybe Pepe flips it. Who knows, right? No one knows what the future holds. But, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, right? Especially now that Elon Musk owns Twitter. You never know. So anyway, guys, with all that being said, we got a little bit off on a tangent here. We wound up doing the full live stream, but I think that is all the time we got for tonight's live stream. You could TA Doge easily, and it pretty much trades technically. Yeah, shout out to Creighton. Yeah, absolutely. See, that's the thing. Like the new meme coins, right? Like when the meme coins, like when there's a new meme coin season and like all these coins that came out 3 days ago start popping up. Yup. I think one of the most helpful videos to help people shout out to Crypto B. Says, when Doge surpassed Bitcoin's market cap, what will the market do? Oh, God, that would be interesting. I'd love to hate on Doge, but it sure made me a lot of money. Yeah, shout out to Blockchain Domain. Yeah, that's kind of like how I am. Dave Digital just losing his mind laughing. With the meme coins, right? Like, I always preach this. Like, you can make a ton of money on meme coins. Like, on COQ, I'm up like 6x, 7x maybe. On my investment, right? Or probably not as now. It's probably a little lower than that now because it pulled back. But like you could definitely make money with this stuff, right? But you just got to be careful, right? Because like a lot of people fall into the trap of like thinking that, oh my God, like I always go back to that monkeys coin, guys. Like, let's check the chart again, right? Monkeys. Again, I don't even really 100% know which one this is. I'll know when I see the chart though. This is something that everybody was, oh my God, this is the next thing. There's some kind of hidden thing on Twitter. Elon Musk has a hidden list. It's called monkeys. They're going to buy it. It doesn't even tweet it about it. It's going to go, this is the next meme coin. This is going to flip Doge. This is going to flip Sheeb. This is the next thing, right? And they come in here, and then I go on their website, and the website is all anonymous. The whole team is anonymous. There's spelling errors on the website, and I'm like, this is literally the epitome of a scam coin, right? And again, it doesn't mean you can't get rich with it. It just means that it's probably going to go to zero, and they flamed me. And maybe this is it, potentially. Something like this. Why'd I type in meme? But yeah, you guys get the point, right? Like, you just got to be careful with them. You could definitely make money, but oftentimes these things go to zero, right? So there you go. Just be careful out there with the meme coins. And I don't think I was sharing my screen, but that's okay. We weren't really looking at anything. Oh, no, we are showing my screen. But yeah, anyway, guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Be careful with the meme coins and just pay yourself when they pump. But other than that, guys, you know what we're looking at for Bitcoin, potentially looking to take that liquidity above us. But if not, we're going to hold that short down to Goblin Town and cash in on the way down there. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Smash that like button. Hold on. Shout out to Creighton C. We hit 550 likes. And so we'll spin the wheel starting off tomorrow 20 times plus. And we will, I'm going to try to get out of here a little early. So we will spin the wheel. Tomorrow, we'll start with 20 spins plus the 5 or 6 spins that we have from the likes tonight. So we're going to start the wheel off tomorrow with a bunch of spins. And then we'll figure out what we're going to add to that giveaway. Like I said, maybe we'll give away some of the custom, not custom, but limited edition hats. Maybe we'll give away some bigger bags of crypto. Maybe we'll give away some Discord memberships. But with all that being said, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream, guys. I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Shout out to Sniffing Mrs. Candle's hand. That's all I got. Frankie Candle's out. Bing bong.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stillin' at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rockin' fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave, I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
Wick 589. Yes, I said his full name. I used his full government name. Wick 589. Could you please come up to the front of the class, please? Shout out to Wick. He said, after stream TA is a staple now. Frankie can't not do it. And let me tell you something, Wick. You are absolutely right. Let's go ahead and jump into one last coin here, guys. And really, I just figured the reason I'm doing this is because we did wind up. I just wanted to break down this trade really quickly for you guys. It's not going to be long. I just want to kind of talk to you guys about what I saw because we were talking about how price does oftentimes like to come up and test those previous points of control or previous value area lows or highs before getting a rejection. And you can see here that on near, I want to talk to you guys about kind of what I saw here, right? Number one, and I kind of like giving a little extra sauce here after the stream because, like, the people who stick around deserve to get a little bit of extra sauce. But as we take a look here, what did I first see, right? I'm looking at Well, first off, what did I do, right? And I've made videos on the channel about this, on how I actually find these setups, or not how I find the setups, but like how I find coins that are good to trade, right? So simply what I did was I sat down at my desk. Shout out to Crypto Bubbles dropping the Santa hats officially on the coins here. I love this. This is awesome. But they should make these balls like snowflakes. Why would they not do that? Shout out to Crypto Bubbles. If you do that, I will take a 5% royalty. If you guys are willing to give it, I'll take it. But anyway, let's see. What was I looking at? So I was looking at, I don't remember if I was looking at the hourly or the daily, but I did see that NEAR was one of the top gainers, right? 13.6%. It was probably a different number when I was looking at it, but, I saw that NEAR was up a good bit today, right? So I was like, okay, well, hey, if it just pumped a lot, we may be looking for a pullback, right? So if this is up a lot, maybe I should go look for a short, maybe STX as well. But I came to the chart, right? And let me go ahead and turn off the TA. Right, so I came to the chart and I started off on the weekly, and I said, all right, what does it look like here? Does this thing look like it's about to rip to the moon, or does it look like it's going to pull back? Number one, VWAP on Market Cipher B on the weekly coming down, looking for a red dot that could give us a pullback. Number one, it will take time, but this is already on the way down, right? This is already looking to cool off. 6-day, looking for a red dot. 5-day, looking for a red dot. 4-day, VWAP flip, green dot printing. 3-day, green dot confirmed. 2-day, VWAP kind of indecisive. Daily, VWAP curving down. On top of that, we have higher highs on our price action. Higher highs on your price action, lower highs on your momentum waves. We can hypothesize that this VWAP is rolling to the downside and could potentially give us a daily bearish divergence. Again, not what we're actionably taking the trade off of, but just giving us an idea of where price is likely to go in the near future. So we already know that a lot of these higher time frames, even if they push up a little bit more, they are looking to eventually cool off at some point soon, right? Coming on down to the 12-hour. Now it's starting to look a little bit more likely for a pullback, because look at your 12-hour. Higher highs on your price action, lower highs on your momentum waves, VWAP almost approaching that zero line, looking for a fresh red dot, and your money flow is trending to the downside. 10-hour, same deal. Bearish divergences, money flow generally trending down. 8-hour, very similar. Bearish divergences, VWAP almost about to print that red dot, money flow trending to the downside. And just on top of that, this thing has been doing pretty good, right? So it wouldn't be unlikely to get some kind of a pullback. And based off the higher time frame money flow, my thought process is if it does pull back, we're not looking for it to go to zero. We're just looking for a pullback before a higher low and a potential push back to the upside, right? And then what I did was I saw that there was also higher highs on our price action on these lower time frames, right? Higher highs, lower highs, money flow on the way out, fresh red dot on your 4-hour. What happens when you have a fresh red dot on your 4-hour, guys? You want to be looking right, or what I like to do is, come on. There we go, right? So you have your red dot printing. This is where I was basically when I was looking to take the trade. Red dot printing, money flow coming out, and I'm saying, let me go to the 15-minute. Is money flow curving to the downside? Well. Money flow looking to cross over into the red. When you have that 4-hour red dot and that 15-minute money flow crossing over into the red at the same time, sometimes you can get a bigger move down. Now, another thing I saw here on the 15-minute time frame was simply put, or I'm sorry, 12. Was it the 12? It might have been the 12. The 12-minute were slight bearish divergences, and you actually had a pretty nice local bearish divergence right here. Lower highs, higher highs, money flow coming out, and then you get the move to the downside. Right now, my entry was, I believe, let me pull up that entry real quick. I don't want to be telling fibs here on the interwebs. Hang on, bear with me. Near entry 2973. So 29. So right up here, like basically on this pullback, right? But let's pull up the TA. And what did I do here? Well, I said, hey, if we get this daily bear div, is it going to be happening into a key level of resistance? Well, it is, because look, we tapped that point of control almost to the dollar. The previous point of control from this range, tapped it almost to the dollar, right? And if you print that bear div, which is kind of far away, right? So I am being careful with this. But if you print that bear div, this might be a place to get a cool off from, right? And then once you get that 15-minute bearish divergence, higher highs, lower highs, I was looking for this to pull back to the value area low. Then we lost the value area low, bearishly retested it right here almost to the dollar. VWAPs are rolling back over. And what happens? Price comes down more, right? And that's kind of where we're at right now, kind of stuck below this value area, right? And then we hit this TP like almost to the dollar, right? Just barely got that first TP. And then again, I am in that position right here, up almost 100%. Profits locked in. No big deal. Just a little scalp. Jumping in, grabbing our bag, and hopping out. And then there were also, there was a little bit more that went into this analysis when we were looking at the order flow. But I won't get into that today. But that's just a little bit behind why I was looking for a short there. These POCs are very strong. The divergences oftentimes play out. Oftentimes you wind up getting the trade to play out. So, I will be looking to hold this a little bit further down. My next major take profit is going to be here at about $2.60. Whether we get down there or not is another story. But if that daily bear div prints, I do think there's a possibility of us coming down there. So with all that being said, oh, please, for the love of God, was I not sharing my screen that whole time? Please. Okay, thank God. All right, so with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. We'll see if NEAR decides to come down a little bit more. If not, I've already locked in my profit, so if I get stopped out, which I will set my stop loss right now because I don't think I have one set, I'll get stopped out in profit. No big deal. But with all that being said, guys, I'll see you same place right here, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got. Shout out to Jurgen, shout out to Creighton, shout out to Dave, shout out to everybody who super chatted and gifted memberships tonight. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto and all the mods. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for all the continued support. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's all I got. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand, yeah. I got the team by my side, right hand, yeah. Take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that, yeah. And it's the dream, and we coming for the bag, yeah. And we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the roll, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the